We have been watching the Yankees and Dodgers absolutely implode.
Oh, my God. It hasn't ended for the Dodgers tonight,
No, what
just
is
for the
it,
record.
16-0 now? Is that what it is? What's the score?
Only a 9-1 deficit at Milwaukee now.
And so Yamamoto becomes an all-star and celebrates tonight with what, 2 2/3?
By not getting out of the first inning.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It was
41 pitches.
Yeah.
He got 2 outs and exited. His manager was, to say the least, not happy because through the weekend, understand the Dodger fan perspective. First off, they're hosting the Houston Astros, who still get booed constantly in Los Angeles.
And rightfully so.
And Altuve still comes up to bat, so there's still a reason for Dodger fans to boo, even though most of the roster from 2017, of course, has turned over by now. But the three, they not only got swept by a hot Houston team, and that's even not the right adjective. Houston's been great for a couple months now. But the 3 losing pitchers for the Dodgers this weekend, one got sent to the minors the next day.
Yeah.
One got sent to the minors today. And
one got sent before he got done pitching.
And the other you've never heard of.
Yeah.
So there was the weekend. Now, tonight, the All-Star, who they're paying to be the ace of the staff, Yamamoto, is there and can't get out of the first inning.
We need you to go deep into the game. Like, how many pitches? Like
41.
90. How about 40? And in the first inning. And that's what, like, the Brewers got 5 in the first, and that was it. But look, if I'm honest, right, because the 2 most high-profile teams in Major League Baseball, major skids right now, I am way more worried about the Yankees. Way more worried.
Who are not in first place anymore.
Right, because the Dodgers, look, they not to say, that they both have similar problems, but to say Houston's been terrific the last couple of months is an understatement. Because if I got it right,
shot up to first place, and it's a huge lead.
The Mariners have been playing near 700 ball for most of June. And for most of June into July, and they've lost 2.5 games in the standings.
The Mariners, I believe, were the team that didn't just sweep their opponent this weekend. They shut them out every day and gained no ground in the standings.
Again, they're playing nearly 700 ball the last month, and they've lost 2.5 games in the standings. Like, what are you going to do? The Astros are just a buzzsaw right now. Yeah, the Dodgers have issues, but as you see, they're just so incredibly deep that they can overcome everywhere. They have depth everywhere. They're going to keep bringing guys up.
Kike Hernandez went on the injured list today. Yeah. James Outman up from AAA.
Yeah, James Outman, who, by the way, said, I remember James Outman when he was really good a year and a half ago.
He can hit minor league pitching. We'll see if he can hit major league pitching.
I'm not worried about the Dodgers at all. They are still just so deep. They can withstand.
Tyler Glasnow coming back to pitch Wednesday afternoon at Milwaukee.
I'm not too concerned. Like, every team goes in a bad spot, go through a bad spot, and you didn't think the Dodgers would get to a point where they're going through a spot.
Oh, this is clearly one.
But this is one.
It wasn't just the opponent. They're not playing clean baseball, and the first inning tonight was an example of that because they needed defensive help to get Yamamoto out of the inning. And Mookie Betts, a former Gold Glover when he was an outfielder, is the shortstop now for the Dodgers, and not a Gold Glover, let's be honest.
No.
And he throws one in the dirt. The inning continues. A 3-0 deficit becomes 5-0, and the game is out of hand because you've got the Brewers all-star pitching Peralta for them tonight.
Yeah, so but for the Dodgers, this is the definition when you hear, there's ups and downs during the season. And when it happened, look, the Mets were bad on it. I'm sitting there going, it's not ups and downs. We got to win a game. Come on. But you understand for certain teams, hey, this is just that time. The injury bug hits us all at once. Our starting pitching, our bullpen is being tested right now. But the Dodgers you're still 20 games over 500, right? You're still the best in that division. I'm not worried. The Yankees, they're going to have enough problems just making the playoffs. They're just not a really good. The Dodgers are a fantastic team that's going through a tough time. The Yankees are not great. Like now we see they played way over their heads the first couple of months of the year, and Aaron Judge, when he was hitting a home run every day, carried the offense, right? And they need more from their lineup, which they're not getting. They're starting pitching, and we talked to John Paul Morosi about this last week. They're really, when you miss Garrett Cole every fifth day being the guy that, okay, we're going to stop the skid here. We're going to come out, we're going to win this game 3-1, and all of a sudden our bad times are going to be put to the side.
That's why they call your ace the stopper.
So they don't kneel. I mean, look, Fried is having a great year, right? Fried is having a great year.
Going to be an all-star in Atlanta next week.
But in theory, you would have both those guys, and expecting you're not going to have much losing streaks when you're talking about those two guys at the top of your rotation.
And now the closer has had good stretches, Devin Williams.
Right. And now, but remember, Weaver was great, but then he gave up a couple.
And now Weaver,
what's
going on?
Yeah. The Yankees are just not they're a good team, but they went all that revenge spending when Soto left. Okay, we're going to go get Bellinger. We're going to do all this. Okay, and what has this done? They feel like, oh, we've solved all these holes, and Yankee fans walking around going, oh, we're better off giving this money to all these guys in Soto. Yeah, still feel that way? That revenge spending Yankees fans still feel that way? Still feel that way? You have fallen out of first place, and you've given up ground to the Red Sox, who things have been so bad for them. They had to trade their best player. This was where everything is going wrong, and you're sitting there saying, hey, we're right with the Red Sox and the
Bregman
Rays
could
and
be
the
back,
Blue Jays.
and,
The Yankees are just one of a lot of good teams in the American League, and they're going to have enough problems just making the playoffs. Way more concerned about the Yankees.
Put it this way, the Yankees lost 3-4 games in the standings this past week. Toronto, red hot. If they lose another 3-4 games in the standings this coming week, they'll not be in the wild card picture officially as we head toward All-Star break.
Yeah.
Because the Red Sox right now are only 2.5 games out of the final wild card spot, 2.5 back of Seattle. And the Yankees, well, that's a 3.5 game difference between the Yankees and the Red Sox right now. That's nothing at this point.
They've lost time when the other teams are starting to play a little bit more to their capabilities. Because look, the Blue Jays lineup is talented. The Red Sox, I thought, coming into the season had been one of the best 3 lineups in all of baseball. It's like, wow, they're going to hit their way to the wild card.
That Rafael Devers is going to...
He's going to be great. He's going to be so great when he says, yes, I'll move to first base and love it.
Team player.
Will play there every single day.
I don't care if they didn't talk to me in advance.
No, it's going to be awesome. Like, the Red Sox basically said, hey, we're waving a white flag on the season. Nope, we are right, and the Yankees are right there with them. I mean, the Yankees overachieved the first couple of months, and it was scary in that, when I'm first seeing the Yankees, I'm like, boy, they're in first place. They got a 4 or 5 game lead, and they feel like they're really not playing well yet. And that filled me with, oh, great. This will be a whole summer my dad saying, yeah, just wait till we get healthy and all this stuff. And then you realize as time's gone on, oh, no, this is just kind of who they are, and they were playing a little bit above their heads. Again, they're not going to all of a sudden fall into a team that is not going to contend, but they're going to be just one of many good teams in the American League.